who are supposed to speak for us to know the realities, they don't talk. And it disturbs us a lot. Unlike the political space, should anything come, you hear all parties, all bodies, institutions, people releasing statements. But in the entertainment industry, when issues come up, nobody talks. And it leaves the journalist in the middle, always doing conjectures. We are just thinking, oh, it could be this, it may be that, it could be this, it may be that. But when the artists themselves speak, then we also would have substance to discuss. So when I saw video of Kwame Eugene angrily ranting that the industry, there is no support, and that even when you have an album, no one will share it. Those who will share it will share in their stories for just 24 hours. I said, Monkasa. What are the things bothering you? When you guys talk, that is when we also get to discuss them. First, my producer has the video of Kwame Eugene, so we're going to listen to it. We're going to listen to it first before we come back to discuss. I know this is not new. I've seen so many commentaries on that. I think yesterday I read some ones from Kwame Eugene. This morning I also read one from an old Maison Levanyon. So many people talking about this support your own issues here and there. And good morning to you, Kwame Che, big man. I hope you are good. Last night we also having a discussion on this as well. Who is to support who? When the artist says support your own, are they the only people who need that support? Or they also need to support us as well? Listen to Kwame Eugene talk. We'll come back to do the discussion proper.
Talk all the time. We get peace. We'll be very peaceful because nobody wants to touch anybody. Nobody wants to hurt anybody. I mean, person wants to person then hey, obey promise for count for papa. Deep down, love no day. Unity no day. Because if I only know what industry back. You go do the song, you go do the video, you go do the album. Cover ne keke kobe post. Everything man. Because he managed get maybe 2 points and here he followers. Wait, 1 point and here he followers. That 1 point and here he followers. No. So they post you on. So say YouTube, the followers go see say, oh, maybe I found you releasing no for. Oh. Maybe I see the fear releasing no for. Family releasing no for. Because she has releasing no for. So the followers go see. No, you don't go post. Now the end is so a good cry. No go post. No, they are so sorry. Now they feed the body. And you don't know about you. Those the followers go see. You go put for in story. So say, oh, if by chance somebody find a way glance in story, then you go see him. If you post your story now, then go tag you the artist. Say, oh, I post for my story. Hey, you post for your story. So that is what they go around. If they around, almost everybody get that. So you post for your story. Also the back. I mean you don't post my own for your own page. Then you go post your own for story. That be how the thing go there. And if you make lucky stuff where you post it for your page, you don't go tag you. You go write your name. You don't go write access here. Somebody click, I go give them easy access to your page. No, we hate to share. Nobody wants share. You understand? Oh please, yeah, we are very people. But nobody enemy you see that mentality of study and suffer where I catch there. Everybody for suffer stuff. Everybody head inside. So if small girl actress they come up, instead of them to get some big woman, they say, oh, I will support you with my page so far as you are doing something that is good. You don't go help the girl. The girl go look for help. I don't go help the girl. So the only option you left the girl to do is to either sleep around or go live like this, then come out in body. And then also they help herself. So if you come out in body right now, everybody will come out. Then you will start getting names. We will start getting names. So before the girl go get names to the level where she wants to be, then it's spoil the name finish. The name there you get to, but you spoil the name again. Now brands are running away from you. You know how hard it is to rise sequentially small and get to this. You know it's easy for this place because your own people already talk for you. See, always at the top say if you believe in the talent, and you know it will be difficult to help the person.
You must not job hot. Hey,
So much for bringing this up for discussion. Let me start with Gabriel. I know Gabriel has been very closer to some of these artists. Say again. Say again. Diabo biwo. Me chen. Na sisi hadai na celebrate diabo sa. Admo betam butie no so.
Sticker.
Oh, sticker. Omo obi bia.
I'm so obi man.
Oh, but now me kase no ye be escape. Say Kwame Eugene san bodua.
Obi to be man corner square. Ekonomu.
I know bodua.
600 years.
Corner virtual.
enti yemo no so oh say no nke hu here mo de bear submission okay mo de bear submission dia remember say come so mo pedua bon so
Kwame Alex Bravo they won't make a mention in him by God will punish you and family for like 200 years poverty. Kwame Alex Bravo they won't make a mention. Kwame Alex Bravo they won't make a mention in him by God will punish you and family for like 200 years poverty.
Punish them for how long? With poverty. Kwame Eugene. Let me say on the day Kwame Eugene vex bound. He said God will punish the person's family
with
poverty.
600 years.
He mentioned.
But 600 years not Ghana creating fear.
I mean generations like
that time now you changing Ghana ding
600 years
600 years.
Okay, now Gabriel, what really motivated this rant from Kwame Eugene? What do you know? I know you fish for information. What do you know?
If I'm fishing for information, not links.
Why you don't go to links?
Iron links. I decided to create a barrier between iron links.
You have decided,
yes,
to create a barrier between you and links.
Yes.
Why?
They've threatened me to not to talk to their artists or about their artists again.
Links threatened you not to talk about their artist again. What did you do first?
Sammy, you remember I brought a conversation some time ago that I wasn't going to attend any event if I'm not called, and you advised sometimes it was necessary.
Yeah.
And some months ago, a month or so ago, I made mention that I tried your way, but it didn't go as the way you advised.
You wanted
so
it,
I'm going back to my previous way.
Okay.
So that was what happened. So I took your advice. And with Massive, I'll add Massive because Massive was keen on that.
I remember.
And I think earlier this year, before the COVID, Eugene was about to organize, go for an African tour. So they did a press conference at Cockpit at Osu. If nobody would even remember this, I'm sure Felix Akbako, the Gatti girl, Wala of GhanaMusic.com, they would be able to attest this whole issue that happened. So I went there. Actually, I was on the ring road when I saw a notification from Hits FM's live that they were doing a live stream at Cockpit where Kwame Eugene is about to go on an African tour, and so he was in a press conference. So I thought, as a newsman, let's go and then support, or just as it's supposed to be. So I picked a motorbike and rushed to Osu. Got there, it just started, and so Eugene made his presentation, Michael Kweko, Mante, and then the guys, the BTL, those who brought Cardi B to Ghana, also made their presentation. And then it was time for Q&A. Nobody was asking a question. So I asked a question where I asked that the BT, those who are taking Eugene out, you brought Cardi B in. We had issues and that kind of thing. How sure are you that you're going to take our artists out and it's not going to be the same? And the guy didn't answer the question all right, but we just had to take it. But it was attested, or it was mentioned that question was a brilliant question, even by Mark Okweku-Mante. Now that ended, Eugene was making his final remarks and said that it was time for us to also support, as in we the newsmen. We should write more good articles, we should write and then to praise them and all that kind of that thing. Now this conversation is going to come back to this recent one. Okay. So when he said that, I got furious because I felt that we have done enough or much more better for the artists. When I'm talking of we those who sit down to write articles about artists, we those who write their reviews. We do that. We've done that enough for them. What do we get back? So when he mentioned that, I waited for him to finish and I took the microphone. I said, no, please. If you say that, then you're not being fair to us. But let's be cautious here. Maybe the tone at which I said it wasn't okay. But I was saying it because I was furious of the way he said it to us. I have written a lot of stories about links. where they haven't even sent me an email. Where sometimes an anonymous person will send an email which is positive about links. Eugene, Kiddy. When Miss V was there, I publish it. I tag them. They don't reply. They don't say thank you. They don't retweet. They don't share. But we are cool. We don't complain about that. And so if today, here even you didn't invite me, I'm here. It's because of the good I have for you. The same way when he was about to have his show with Rex Umar at the Accra this and the
plus 233.
Yes, I wasn't invited, but I was there. So if I wasn't having the good heart, I wouldn't even be here at the first place. So if you say that, then I think you are not being fair. And so please revisit what you've said. And after I said that, Ogreku Mantu was, oh yes, and let's note it. This wasn't the first time I made this particular situation, and this wasn't the first time Mark Ogreku Mante heard me make it. So he was like, oh, this gentleman, this is the second time he's saying this, so you people should listen to him. After I mentioned that one gentleman who is their manager, I don't want to mention names, who is part of their management team. Okay, let's be straight. I have to be straight. Yeah. Alfred, is it Alfred or Albert? Albert. Albert pulled me out and lambasted me. He has been in the industry for these years. He has been able to bring this artist and has worked. And so, who am I to talk to his artist that way? I understood him. And you know me, when there's a banter, I just keep quiet. I will listen to you and you make all the. So I stood. And for the first, I was even at your own premises. You could do whatever. Albert threatened me that I'm just a small boy in the blogging space. They can kill my career. I won't lie. This was the words I had. Look, Ashimi, I'm saying it because it's paining me for now. I've kept it within for a while now. He told me that he can block me. He can make sure that I don't get. I'm not saying it because I hate any of them. It is because of the way he has said it to me. He said a lot of things for 34 minutes. I stood silent and I was listening to Albert, threatening to slap me, to beat me because I spoke to his artist, which he didn't like. After that, I just picked my bag and moved away. And that was where I brought that barrier. Links, nothing. Look, Kwame Eugene, make it a go Grammy safe. Kiddy, make it. But I go tear them my songs from my house. As for that one, I'm a music lover. But make them to go Grammy safe.
Okay. Now I think I've understood your point. If you say there is a barrier,
it is sad that today Eugene is saying that his colleague artists are not supporting. So I am on Instagram right now. 1st January.
Which year? 2020.
2020. To when did Ketcher release No Darling?
Oh, I think about some 2 months, 2 months or maximum 3 months. Yeah.
1st January. Let me go straight through. This is the first day. This is the first time I am seeing Eugene share a project of
another artist. That
was 3 days ago when Araba by Adina, the album was released. From 1st January till just 3 days ago, Friday. That was an artist that's the project. That was the first time he has shared it. Go on his page.
Did you really check well? Because previously Kiddy had also released his Sugar album.
That's way too. Sammy, I'm coming.
Okay.
Obviously, Kiddy is a link space.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Apart from that, my key, the reason I'm saying a solo artist, like a project on someone, that was the first time he has shared it. But where he has featured other artists, that one he does it. That is there. So I want to push that. But to say like the way he said it, they post out for your page. You post out for 5 seconds for your story. That is what he has been doing. EGB stories now they do. He hasn't posted any artist, and I'm not the only one saying this. If you go on Ghana Weekends right now, Eddie K has also mentioned it that he should shut up. What he's saying is not valid. He doesn't promote other artists, and so he shouldn't even say what he's saying. If it's about promoting other artists, he has no right to say it because he's not also doing it. And I've just given you, go to Kwame Eugene's page right now and check from 1st January till today. it was just 3 days he shared the Araba album, and that one I'll tell you, it is because of the Kwame Fachi relationship.
Yeah.
That is what I can tell you from where I sit. You see, let us be sincere. Me, I don't hate anybody. Sammy, when I come and I'm saying things, people feel that I have some hatred with. No, that is not the case. And in as much as I had issues with Albert and the way he had said his things, it still doesn't mean that I listen to Kwame Eugene. I stream will it control me? They are all songs we are listening to. Even though some people have issues, but we listen to them. But when it comes to the reality, just as he sat on his live feed and was able to express them, let us also tell him that same way he's supposed to hear it. He hasn't shared any artists until just 3 days ago. He shared Araba. Just yesterday, Medical released a freestyle. He shared that one as well. That means immediately that issue, then he realized that he had to be smart enough
to be sharing.
That is from where I sit. That's what I've seen. So he thinks that yes, he can come on live feed and do big, and then quickly go and start posting so that they'll say yeah, Onoka or Yebi. That means he's been fake. He's look. This is not a copy. So I'm not going to be scared of whoever that will come and threaten to. Yes. So he's being fake.
In fact, the fact that Kwame Eugene himself doesn't share other people's works, Pakar is saying, "Oh, Asemka, Mama na kunya, Jata mana kunya na mana kunya." Pakar is saw Asemka. Yes, I think I saw Pakar's comment and Kwame does his post. Yes. So wrap up. Yes, I'll come back to you.
Sammy, so you see, we all want the good for the industry. On Saturday after Calvin Boy's event, I sat down while they were at the party. I sat down and I looked at the systems are not good. The systems are not good. It doesn't favor us. When I watched the TV3 debate with Sadiq and Demakok, I realized that the whole issue or these whole issues is from the system. But what can we do among ourselves is just to have that love. Look, Dabena Rema Baye, Whiskey, he tags Rema on his post. I'm going to sack. It is the same thing. We see it too.
Talk to your mic.
We see it. But look, let's not camouflage things. The fact that Paco has a song and I want to promote him and I screenshot his song or I put the song on my social media alone. Yes, it's there. We would appreciate that. But what else again? What will it take for you to say at Paco Rich? Sack recently did that one artist, he shared a song. Just go ahead and just do at so and so. So at least no followers there. Sack, you have that numbers. If you do the numbers never increase. Yes, you are sharing the song. We agree. Yes, sir. But Adam, just wrap it up for us. Sammy, that camouflage thing in the endorsement. We have to check it before the system will be structured for us to be able to enjoy. Last, I was telling you that whatever Shatawale gets from an ambassador, it runs down to all of us because you come to all of us. You understand? And so if it had one pepper panel, so look, the systems are not there. We should also be able to help ourselves. Me, I have stopped complaining about what artists will do or what artists does and they don't do for me. Brothers and sisters, baby, I not said that. Look, everybody is focusing on his or her own business. And so if you think that me as a blogger, I'm not helping, what are you doing? And I'm not helping you. You should do something extra. I'm also focusing. I have people writing for me. I need to pay them.
Exactly.
This morning I just came and saw you saw me open my laptop. I was paying for my domain $58. You go find me. You understand? And so we have to understand the situations and wait. If Paco come and say, bro,
so wait, are you also concluding that because Kwame Eugene does not do it for others, if he's seen that is how the system is, he shouldn't talk about it? Is that what you mean? Because wait, I have another story from Ghana Web, I think a Xylophone story, which has been republished on Ghana Web, where Sister Ifia is confirming that what Kwame Eugene is saying, he is right. And this is what Sister Ifia also said. Is that Kwame Eugene is right with the way we fake love ourselves in the industry. We all victims to this, but I believe if we start keeping it real with ourselves, we will be mightier than we are. So what it means is that Sister Fia is confirming that what Kwame Eugene is saying is true.
Yes.
But you are saying, why is he talking about? Are you saying because he is also guilty? He didn't talk about it.
Even EDK confirmed that it is true. I also just confirmed with the sack thing. I'm saying that the camouflage thing. It is there. Oh, look, it is not like it's not there. It's happening. It is there. It is true. Eugene is saying, but you see, for Eugene to come out, and I've been able to tell you what Eugene has done, for him to come out and say that, I don't think he should be the one to say it.
Why? Who should say it?
Somebody else who is supporting and not also getting that support.
I see. No, that one I disagree.
No, that is it. If I'm supporting Paco, and Paco is not supporting, I have that. I can tell him that Paco, but you are the support you, but you know the support me. That is there. But if I'm not doing it for Paco, and I'm again coming, Paco says, but you are not doing it for me. Why will I be doing it for you? For you.
So Kwame Eugene doesn't have.
He doesn't have a case
to talk about it.
He has
I wanted to listen to. He's a visitor. I wanted to listen to him briefly. What he has, then he can leave us. He is not part of us. Paco Akwaba.
Yeah.
Me say also quite post bi o Kwame Dazi o quite comment o Kwame post na sin na also say support no o ti ana o ti oya e dentia
e o ga Nigeria ka assembly wo wa assembly a wo kede eya e na wo yemo. You understand? When you do it for people, they will also do it for you. Intiti wiasness in kwe ya enwa e da o ma me bowun impa 3 This is because me bisa them questioning platform, Xylophone platform. Obi who links artists be will hard over interview. Maybe you have the answers, but I don't. From 2017 up to now, Obi who links artists was Xylophone, either TV or radio, or Manansado.
Yahubi.
Wana.
Miss V.
Oba hani
Dope Nation.
Oba in a refuel. Now I'm chawazi. But still, Xylophone will push one. I sat down, Kwame Eugene, winning artist of the year. Me a video DJ of the year. I'm saying a whole ball. Kwame Eugene videos back to back, 1 solid hour. Normally, I can say a fly and cramp and a long share. But I could see in the fans, mentioning him. Kwame Eugene, Xylophone, they blaze your song. Say, Muho, say, mentio, nina. No, onto, Sabazo. They mention him, Bebre, Aquaini na Mantio. When two men retweet one in pool, you understand? Now we are back there, and then you files here release a video. So then you want people to come and, play it just because Kwame Eugene. No, and them. You see, sometimes when I was supporting one big, and they are the people that you don't even see. And when I was supporting, when you pay na no, so you would be in some small corner be or your baby my man for worry bozina. Go and appreciate it. I'm watching a impano was sana your bill. Sakodi this same incident. Your boss Sakodi and your ma 1 hour. I used to do that every Friday. You celebrate one artist every Friday on Afrofuse. And Sakodi immediately outside and Kofro Boniti or Kweko retreatee or boys Xylophone in that one asi. And you don't do it. We are not for iTel phone.
Oh, David.
Why iTel not the
David, you want who? Oh, yeah, iTel ambassador, but a be any phone in your
iTel phone in Coco use.
Oh, you see any ambassadors no use phone so oh, you need baby.
But me catch your iTel. Into my catch and the next time. If you are no ye one of next level. Another one of credit. On a pedabu because no comment to know you don't fuck with cry. Somebody can't deny but leaders or they will lead by example. A pede coffee one simple. You should appreciate people. Xylophone, I'm finding you me and baha, but they be up when you have one in me. Will let Sebe contomri. Some call shaman carbon files.
Yeah.
One more. Simple.
I hope you do better be a Kwame Eugene.
Assembly is in 2 parts. That is what I want to look at. The aspect he was talking about industry and also look at the case. You know, I want to say that musicians should understand that this industry is an ecosystem which runs with a lot of chains. So if you are talking about support, the support should run in that chain. There are a lot of times media people, journalists write good stuff about artists, they review their things. These artists will not post it. When a foreign media house writes something about them, you see them share it without any,
push from them. Yeah.
Even if the foreign media doesn't talk too much about them. With a little mention, they will share. But local media houses, among other journalists, will individually do a lot of good things about them, and they will not share or even mention the media house. These things are a way of encouraging people to support you the more. So if you are not doing, but if someone writes something negative, a little bit or critical of you, you will screenshot that and fire back. Rather, you will not see the good or the supporting side. And if you do this, are you encouraging a lot of journalists and those in the media space to take their pen, sit behind their keyboard, and type hours writing good about you? No. So they should look at the support as an ecosystem that, okay, I need to push this here, this push here, this come here, so that we get to the end, so that the support will be all around, and that will make the industry strong. When the support goes one side, other sides will not be happy. They should pay their video vixens well. They should ensure the money which comes is equitably distributed among the team members. And also, what makes me happy about this video is that a lot of people have pointed at Kwame Eugene as being a suspect when it comes to supporting others. Yeah. And Gabriel was trying to say that he who calls for equity must come with clean hands. That is the thrust of his point. But I want to say that for me, I see it as it is good that the suspect himself
is talking,
has seen that stealing is not a good thing. So he is advising his fellow.
Let your mic come up. Good.
He's advising his fellow other suspects to change from their ways. And if they all change from their ways, the industry will be better like they want to see. He, in the past, has thrown certain things at people which were not, for me, support. Because if maybe someone leaves the camp and you say that you are happy the person has left because it will give you a time to grow, then it means you are
to give you enough to share.
You are trying to, be selfish or something of that sort. You are not looking at the growth of others. Even if you jokingly said someone will, and Dope Nation didn't take it lightly, so he should know. One thing I've seen about him is at times he makes good points, but how he articulates it are the problem. That he's come out to, criticize Patapaa openly in very harsh words about his son. That thing could have even killed Patapaa's career if he's not as strong. He's not strong inwardly. You understand? So I think he should also look at his ways, and from now lead by example, since he is an artist of the year, so that he will lead by that example for others to follow. Because in the past he has not shown a lot of that support he is talking about. And if he changes from his ways, like he said, because when he was saying he did not take himself out, he added himself to the problem. So we want to see a change, Kwame Eugene, so that he would continuously become the ambassador of change. Now, ending my
now, let me ask you this before you end your submission. Do you think that it is because maybe he's expecting some kind of support for his album, The Son of Africa?
Yeah.
That he's not getting. That's why he is ranting.
You've even reminded me. You see, there's one thing I've seen about our musicians and our most of our celebs. It is when the thing pinches them, that is where they realize there is a problem. But when there is no pinch, they forget that there is a problem to deal with. So in the past, maybe last year he did not release an album. He released about some few singles, and this year he's been declared artist of the year and he's released an album, and maybe he did not see that love. So maybe if he had come out earlier, that problem would have been addressed by the time he released his video or his album. So next time, he shouldn't wait to be affected in a way before he sees that this is a real problem. Because this problem has been there, where some feel he was featured on Sarkodie's was it Black Love? Black Love.
Yeah, Black Love.
They said he didn't do so much in terms of pushing that, sharing the album and
The
other
links,
things from the album. So it is good that Kwame has seen the light today. He should not. If there are other issues he's seeing wrong with the industry, he should not wait until the day he's pinched. Like now, people are talking about other bands. He shouldn't wait for it to pinch him before he come out. Now, to go to the second part of my submission, which is about the cases.
You guys are really interested in the cases.
I've seen one aspect of Kwame Eugene. Kwame Eugene, from the MTN hitmaker days to Links, to releasing a couple of his songs, to winning High Life Awards, and currently being the reigning artist of the year. When I juxtapose the love for Kwame Eugene as against the hate, I think the love for him is weightier than the hate. And for me, I will advise him to concentrate on the love part. And when it comes to the hate, he should listen to the constructive criticisms to better his career, rather than focusing his attention on the few hate. Because if you are not careful, what will happen is that psychologically you can even bruise your mind and even get depressed. And at the end of the day, you lose focus of the many good people who wish you well, and rather focus on the few people who hate you to even destroy yourself. Because people may see you to be maybe arrogant, because doing that, because you are thinking of attacking those who are attacking you, you may step on some toes, you may throw some shades, and it might put you in a picture of arrogance, which Ghana, if Ghanaians tag you as that, it can go a long way to affect you. So he should rather focus on the many love. Because for me, I think it's not easy for a young artist to emerge and rise through the occasion or the ladder that quickly. If that is not love, I don't know what that is. So I think the love for Kwame Eugene is more.
He should concentrate more on the love.
He should concentrate more on the more love than wasting his time on the few haters. Because like Obrafo said, you see, say a woo, say a thing, bekum sunoa. Into what he's doing is, if he's not careful, now we call Romo Bonumu, now we bunny name. Ubu names so wakafie na osono namni baby. Until he should focus on chasing the elephant rather than just wasting his time on the few people. And the cases, it's not a good thing. You see, case, my license and say case. Okay, you'll be super case. If you do some of these things, like his song says, he is opening the gate for other people to also come hard at him. He shouldn't think that everybody will love him. The haters will be there. So he should psych himself. And as leaders, I want them to lead by example. They shouldn't entertain this virtual cursing and other things. Because the fans will not lead license to also curse you back. So if you are not careful, it will be I curse you, I curse you. At the end of the day,
you don't know who
has a strong spirit will have this thriving.
Okay.
So he should not encourage this. It might be detrimental to his own career. He should focus on the love. Ghanaians love him. If it is not for that love, Kwame would not be able to rise to this level. So he should focus on the love. There is a lot of love and do a lot of things. And the sky will not even be his limits.
Well, let's listen to it once again before we come back to it. I hear Tilly Akuanipa would want to make a statement. Okay, let's go for it.
Yeah, at the top of the time, we get peace. We will be very peaceful because nobody wants to touch anybody. Nobody wants to hurt anybody. I mean, one step, in person, hey, obey promise for count of papa. Deep down, love no day, unity no day. Because if Ananga only know what industry back, you go do the song, you go do the video, you go do the album. Cover make a Kobe post. Everything, man. Because he managed to get maybe 2 points and here he followers. Wait, 1 point and here he followers. Now 1 point and here he followers. No. So they post you on you. So say YouTube, the followers go see say, oh, maybe I found you releasing your for. Oh, maybe I see the fear releasing your for. Family releasing your for. Because you have to releasing your for. So say followers go see. No, you don't go post. Now the end is so a good cry, no go post. No, they are so sorry. Now they feel what here. And you don't know better you. Those the followers go see. You go put in story. In story, so say, oh, if by chance somebody find a way glance in story, then you go see him. If you post your story now, then go tag you the artist. Say, oh, I post for my story. Hey, you post for your story. So that is what they go around. If they around, almost everybody get that. So you post for your story. Post the back. I mean, you don't post my own for your own page. Then you go post your own for story. That is how the thing go in. And now, if you make lucky stuff where you post for your page, you don't go tag you. You go write your name. You don't go write after here somebody click. I go give them easy access to your page. No, we hate to share. Nobody wants share. You understand? Oh, please, we are very peaceful. Because nobody enemy you see that mentality of study and suffer where I catch there. Everybody for suffer stuff. Is there everybody head inside? So if small girl actress they come up, instead of them to get some big woman, they say, oh, I will support you with my page so far as you are doing something that is good. You don't go help the girl. The girl go look for help. I don't go help the girl. So the only option you left the girl to do is to either sleep around or go live like this, then come out in body. And then also they have herself. So if you come out in body right now, everybody will come out. Then you will start getting name. We will start getting name. So before the girl go get name to the level where she wants to be, then it's spoil the name finish. The name you get to, but you spoil the name again. Now brands are running away from you. You know how hard it be to rise sequentially small and get to this. You know it's easy for this place because your own people already top on. You see, always at the top say if you believe in them.
Tilly Akianipa on this. I hear Tilly has some experience to share with us. And I have this message I'll be reading from Kobiche as well. Good morning to you, Kobiche. Tilly, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ba.
How are you doing, madam?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Nice one. Now, for the first time, I suspect you've been moved by the topic because you don't usually do this.
Yeah. This thing, I think it was making buzz the whole of the weekend, and everybody had opinions.
I know.
And yeah, me too. I have news, so I have opinions.
I remember, I think somewhere from last 2 weeks or last week, you even started talking about people you've done stuff for. Instead of them to support it, they don't. And I was telling you, Tilly, stop crying. You just came. Stop crying.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to say? Mm-hmm.
Well, I think by the way, I have to greet your listeners and the panelists in there. I think they've done a lot of justice to the conversation already. But I would like to open it or look at it from another point of view too. So when this whole thing was happening, I was checking comments online, and my question is, why do these artists don't feel the need to support their own? Then it must be that there is supposed to be probably a bigger problem that they are not looking at. Why do they feel, aside clearly not true love, as a mundo who enough to support no? Mm-hmm. Why does an artist feel like me posting me yonko, even though they might like the song or not? Then it got me wondering. Ghana Hakasano, we have a big problem, which is much more than my artist not posting my song, my friend. No, I think it boils down to hit songs and how we treat hit songs and how we treat events and how we treat an artist performing because they have hit songs and an artist not performing because they don't have hit songs at a point. Now, artists the song probably might become hit because there are lots of people streaming it, a lot of people playing it, which means that artist his song, no, he or she becomes the person chewing all the money, playing all the shows in that time, because then every promoter wants to put that particular person. Now we Johnny Pano no posting a young artist. Now you know so one you make do well no. Now we Johnny 20. Now Obia Billy we no a billion we now the young no so posting the same person you know not on up more than so now on the panel clearly let's be frank, nobody would want to put somebody above nobody feeling panel and enjoy saying. So then, artists when it happens that way, when promoters keep going for these people that are making waves all the time, clearly, also artist. or promoting him. When a song comes, instead of using his time to promote you for you to get the gigs and he to suffer, almost by promoting it, they need to promote your own. Now, I think once we are able to find a way to balance between the hit artists at a point and the people who still are doing songs and are doing good songs, and maybe their songs are making waves, if they can all eat, I don't see where the problem might actually. Maybe people will have problem, but I think that thing can be reduced, because then the posting in your cry at the end of the day, when the show comes, at least maybe I'm going to have a cassette to song, because I don't know what the biggest song, and probably the audience might be there to see more back. I will get. So if we are able to talk to, or if the promoters are able to see that we can do a show where we are not billing only top artists or only hit makers of that moment, but people who are also doing well, who also have songs, who have had some previous success, we have a good blend of it. I think a lot of these kind of conversations because then I won't have a problem posting my colleague artist who has a song now, because when you say so, and you hits no Belena and your cram so many Maya hits now. Many have some small shows to play around. Now I want to move to the next issue. When artists keep saying that support your own, support your own, support your own, who are they supporting? Because me say Kwame Eugene per se, I really love Kwame Eugene. Metie ne verse sa Otaihuno remix I fell in love completely with the guy. I wrote a whole opinion piece on the things, the lines now, that how he was able to use an Abanamwa, I tell boy on pay airdrop, all those. I wrote a whole piece, one like Pomenya from Kwame Eugene. I wrote a whole piece.
Did you tag him in it?
Oh, why not? I did. Maybe he didn't see. Maybe all of those things. It's acceptable.
He gets so many tags in a day. So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, superstar, you're rock star. So it's allowed. No, but you see, it comes down to they keep saying we don't support our own. The media is not supporting. Their friends don't support. But the question is, who do they support to? They don't support. Not even the local media. You want the local media. Whenever they are saying support your own, they fire back at the local media and their own mates locally. But they don't support us too. Now, what am I working for? I'm working for traffic, because traffic translates to money for me. Now, who artists? You don't see the need to even simple common retweet, keke, or even like to show for me to get the trafficker. Now, say international body, baby, not so about could travel now, but I'll be posting only the time. Either the screen record or saying,
I know.
Now, yes, I'm better. No matter, no matter. Thank you. No more followers, jubilate. No more follow page. How do you think I'll feel? Me, so artists be me a DJ. That's what you be saying here. If I'm a DJ like Pacorich, or if I'm a writer, me so say me try a Cardi B dropping and my review. Because at least me say me fans so I'm enjoying international goods.
Of course.
So if you the artists that you are here with us, if we do all that we can to support you, now Ghana cry you reading traffic Ghana we are YouTube and I say Ghana for sure YouTube videos. How much do you even get? Queens, how much do you even get? So if they think support your own, they don't feel the need to support the local businesses here. What are they talking about? Are they expecting us to support them locally? That is my point. If you're not you're sweating, because you need to for data, you're told to see the band will be publishing story. If you don't see the need to just retweet for that small girl to get some traffic and make money and do more for you in the future, how do you expect us to make it? It's me, as I'm not canon. He has a point. People don't support their own, but I think there's a bigger problem, mostly because the event promoters or the people that build these artists are focused on the current artists. Ghana, we don't build an industry, we build people. So Nippon are hot at this point. On another person. That's what we keep doing. That is why most of these artists are reluctant to support their own, because almost say it's never no post to all the shows so no mutifie. And once we are able to nip that situation in the bud, I think this support your own conversation a bit from kakra. But the artists, same as they want us to support, they should be willing to support. That's all I want to say.
Thank you so much, Tilly. I'm sure I cannot wait to see you in the studio. From your voice, you are now strong, and you are going to even do more when you get to the studio. So see you soon, yeah?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ban.
Now let me go to Solomon Apia signed finally, but then someone has also summed it up all in this post, and he says, seems internally we don't think people will win or don't want them to leave us behind, so we help less until they start to win. Then we offer unsolicited help, so it doesn't look like we didn't contribute. The expectation of being supported by your own from the get-go is delusory. And I like this point. Until they start to win, then we offer unsolicited help. Yes. Oh, struggle. No, Timmy, they are not. Hey, but no more. All right, that's your sign. Wrap up for me. What are you also saying?
Kwame Eugene, Artist of the Year. Award. It was a competition.
Exactly.
Or we need.
Yes.
So, Jumana Oyen. A competition. So young for bit say family and Kiddy, Kelvin Boy. These guys are doing similar types of songs.
Okay.
So we see biawa release new an album enti main feel say was say me share ebuawa. I'm kind of sharing my space with you. Which means nanka 2 streams via menya say menya one na one.
Exactly.
Which he should understand say enya by force. Say me feel say me pese me ma sa me followership no bia. It's okay. Otherwise he should also work hard enough say yeah or me and any onya artist onya ni sa na onya, but it shouldn't be say we're releasing new men obi anka wan say we're releasing bibi no obi anka wan say. It is no one owes anyone that we duty ni say we're releasing new man now your album. Someone has to promote it or help you promote that.
Is it because he's not getting some support for his album and maybe the album is not doing well? Gabriel.
That's I mean
please can you guys take care of him for me? Maybe all is not well.
it goes down to some of the things I'm talking about data. Say if we say the album is not, maybe the album is not doing well. Relative to what? What are we contrasting the performance to?
Maybe to Kiddy's Sugar album.
Okay, say sir.
And also,
say sir.
Maybe in relation to but has maybe I want to believe Kiddy has shared his album. I want to believe Kiddy has.
So
if Kiddy has not shared it, then maybe this will be his story. Okay, but I want to believe Kiddy will. So
the question then becomes still now, what was he looking for? And then when you say enough, man. And if that's the case in Israel, no one is stopping him from doing more. Okay. When we try promoting, usually we should measure impact or performance of the medium we choose and how it's going. So say Oshena album the way I'm just saying say nuntia no kasa Oshena album no the way I expect here. Nia all UCD promoting says he should try a different way of doing it. But say obi promoting here obi nkan one and stuff media I feel say here
unnecessary rant.
Yeah, because you are just asking me to like lower my guard na bra me space no more, which to me no say me another artist that I should be busy now planning how to also promote my songs. So why should I push yours on and tag you and stuff? I don't feel say he has any point in that. Yeah.
Okay.